Hello, welcome. I'm Jason from Allotment of the Dead, and I'm going to show you today my jungle. That's not it. This is my jungle. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the nice datura plant here, and over this side, which is not done really well for me at all today, is the Himalayan lily. It's supposed to have a spike of about 8 feet, but it's not done anything this year. So we're going on to the glory lily. Again, beautiful flowers. Bit of a toxic plant, but very, very beautiful. And this nice little plant here that's growing quite well is my snake gourd. Again, growing up and along this twine I've put up. We'll move on to the cucumbers. So you can see there's loads and loads of flowers on these. We've already had quite a few cucumbers, and I'll be harvesting a load more today. So there's lots of little ones that are coming up, but if I go a bit lower, these are some of the massive ones that I can harvest today. Again, there's a great big glut there. So we'll move down. There's a couple of melon plants that I've got on the floor here. Hopefully they'll grow quite well over time. And we're directly underneath my huge tromboncino plant, and it's got loads of tromboncinos on it, and there's more growing. And again, very, very tasty plant. Just use it like a courgette when it's about this sort of size. So you can harvest them about this sort of size now, but you can actually leave them to get really, really big, and they go bright orange if you leave them to ripen, and then you can use them like a pumpkin. Really, really tasty, really, really sweet. So we'll move through the undergrowth. So these are my chilies, or at least some of them. So again, a lot of different varieties here, and some are just getting their flowers on now. I was hoping they'd get a bit bigger before they flowered, but they're doing really well. And one of the things that you'll notice whenever I'm around these chilies, I give them a bit of a shake, basically because that helps with the pollination, and it helps with the growing the actual fruit. So these ones here are melons as well. So I've got 3 different varieties of melons in here. I kind of just threw them in just to see whether they'd do anything. I've had quite variable success with melons over the years. I had quite small ones a couple of years back, and they were okay, quite tasty. Tried to make melon wine one year, big disaster, but that's another story. And just to the left here is lots of there's about 10 tomato plants there, and I've not really paid much attention to them. Maybe I should have done, because they wouldn't look quite as much of a mess as they do now. But there are some tomatoes growing, so we've got some nice little ones and some bigger ones and some weird ones. And that's the type, basically. It's supposed to look like that. And you'll notice in front of the tomatoes, I've got these quite large marigolds, which haven't actually flowered as yet. They're a Colossus variety, but I've grown them here as a sacrificial plant. So hopefully any nasty insects like the black flies and that sort of thing will go to these first and leave my tomatoes alone. So that's where we are with these. Oh, actually, I better show you one more thing in this polytunnel. Again, I've had marginal success with these, but they seem to have grown quite well this year. So these are okra. Again, a bit of an unusual plant. And I'm not sure how much fruit, if anything, I'll get off these, although it looks like they are trying. There we go. Hopefully that will turn into something you can eat. We'll see. I think I might be fuzzing up a bit because the humidity inside this polytunnel is quite intense. It's about 27 degrees in here. Okay. Got a hanging basket full of herbs. Again, I grow bits and pieces of all sorts of places just to fill space and make use of all of the potential growing space we've got. So different things like thyme and tarragon, bit of coriander in there. So hopefully that will be able to give us some produce in a short amount of time. Okay, so that's a look at polytunnel number 1, designated jungle, and that's it for today. So thanks very much, all the best, and goodbye.